Hi, Cathy here from the All About Whitianga team. We're down here at the fabulous Whiti Beach Meet down at Buffalo Beach Road. Everyone has brought out their favourite toys from their garages and it is absolutely rocking. There's some fabulous cars out, there's some fabulous people and stories, lots of fun going on today. Let's see if we can capture some of it for you. Thanks so much from the All About Whitianga team. And what is your absolute favourite thing about the car?
My favourite thing is being a convertible, and the wife likes a convertible and that's why we got one. As soon as she saw it, she said, that's the one, we got to buy that one. That's what I like about it. We actually agreed on something.
The colour.
Oh, I think one of the favourite things is the attention that it gets.
But I can drive it.
She's your baby, you can drive her.
Yeah, and I pick the colour.
Colours come up a lot today. Favourite colours?
Just the shape and the artwork that these cars used to have back in the day is just so amazing what they did. And
the convertible soft top on it, beautiful on a sunny day. We can cruise over to Torana and go to Luke's Kitchen for a pizza and things like that. It's just fabulous to drive.
What's kind of your favourite thing about the car itself?
Oh, it's just the way it drives. It's like a big soft marshmallow to drive. It's easy to drive. You don't get the perception of it being a particularly big car, although it's over 15 feet long for a two-door, which is quite big, obviously being an American car. But it's lovely to drive. It's very economical for a bigger engine car, and it's just nice to drive something different on the roads as to some of the cars that you see as everyday cars now.
The colour. We've had that a little bit today. Yes.
All the attention he gets.
All the attention, yeah, that he gets every time he goes out. He always has a smile on his face. Wazza, tell us about your car and what you love about it.
2011, and it's a Chevrolet Camaro. Very nice to drive. It's got a little bit of extra horsepower from the normal one. We're up to 440 at the moment. We haven't had it on the dyno for a while. So in the next couple of weeks we're going to get it re-dynoed to see how it's going. And it's a 6-speed automatic, imported in 2012 into New Zealand, and I picked it up in Pukekohe from a guy selling up, and it's been an absolute pearl of a car since we've had it, and we bought it last September.
Is this your first Whiti Beach Meet that you've been to?
It's our first one here in Whitianga. Yes, we've had a couple of cancellations through shit weather, but we've finally got it right today, and all the organising committee is very happy about it. They all arrived here this morning early and set everything up, and everything's going great.
And Ken, tell us a bit about your fabulous red Cortina.
Yeah, it's a 65 Mark I GT Cortina, all original. Haven't owned it very long, only about 6 months. Bought it off a guy in Christchurch, but just had these cars when we were young, growing up. So it just brought back a lot of memories, and yeah, just a great little car, just to do a little bit of cruising, really.
Jim, tell us a little bit about your car that you've got here today.
Oh, this is my 1965 Thunderbird, which I've owned for about 3 years now. It was actually built by George Barris, who built the cars such as the first Batmobile, the Hillbilly truck, and various other ones.
Russell and Michelle, hey, thanks so much for coming down today, guys. Tell us a bit about your car and a bit of maybe the story behind it.
okay, this is our 1970 Holden Torana GTR XU1. It's a car that Peter Brock used to race at Bathurst back in the day, and we used to have one back in the 70s before we got married, and I sold it to buy Michelle's engagement ring. So there's a bit of history there behind it.
So 22 years later, we got another.
So
So 42 years later, you've got another one.
Married 45 years this year.
Married 45, congratulations. Brent and Glenys, and look at this fabulous SS here. Brent, do you want to tell us a bit about the car?
It's a 1967 Camaro that we've restored over about the last 4 years, and it's running big box 396 Chev with a 3-speed turbo 350, and basically it's very similar to what they would have come out as original factory car. So,
Wow. And I believe it's actually Glenys's car, is that correct?
I built it for Glenys,
So,
yes.
how long have you had the car for, Glenys?
Yeah, been on the road for about 12 months now.
12 months. Alan and Lee with their gorgeous Impala today. Tell us a bit about the car, guys.
Oh, it's a 1965 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport, and we actually bought it at our first beach hop 8 years ago at Onimana. And we had a 283 in it, but it was a bit tired, so we put a 350 in it. And it's just beautiful to drive. And everyone drives it, my daughter, my son, my wife, and sometimes I get to drive it as well.
so it's a real family car.
It's definitely a family car.
David and Jennifer and their fabulous Corvette. Hey guys, tell us a bit about your car and about yourselves. If you're local, where are you from?
We're locally from Whitianga. The car is a 1975 Corvette running a 350 engine with all original running gear in it. We've had it for about a year and a half, nearly 2 years, and we love every minute of it.
And it's just so fabulous. It's got gorgeous lines on it. Ian with his fabulous Mustang. It's come out of the stable today, Ian. Tell us a bit about your car.
Well, the car's a 1996 Mustang. It's the smaller engined one. It's a 3.8 litre V6 as opposed to the 4.6 litre V8. So it's the big, soft, cuddly baby one instead of the big, hairy chested one. The car itself is a Japanese specification car that was brought over to New Zealand in 2007, and from there it was converted to right-hand drive. Some of the features on it that make it a Japanese one are the folding wing mirrors, the indicator, the orange indicators at the back, and the skirts around the wheel arch, which were only put on for the Japanese specification cars. They were all built on the same production line, only the Japanese ones had these extra features. But bizarrely enough, Japan drives on the same side of the road as the UK and New Zealand and Australia, but they never converted them to right-hand drive. That was done afterwards.
Wow, what an amazing history in this one. Thank you. Margaret and Bruce here, and they've got their fabulous red MG. Margaret, do you want to tell us a little bit about your car?
Well, mainly that our little MGTF, it's a 1956, and we like the colour, and we love the age of the car, and it's just a gorgeous little thing to go down and have coffees and things like that, a little run around in it. So periodically we just take it out for a walk.
Eleanor and Dave, tell us a little bit about your Volkswagen in the background for it.
It's your baby.
It's my baby. So his name is Colin McCamber. We've owned him for about 7 years, and we bought him sight unseen from Invercargill. And he was a wreck, and I cried the first day I sat in him, but managed to get him home just. And over the next year and a half, stripped him completely and restored him to his glory that he is today, essentially, yeah. And we travel all over New Zealand with him. We've been up to Paia, he's been to WOMAD and Plymouth, various different trips. Always comes to the Coromandel, been all around the Coromandel, yeah. How far have you come today? Where are you based?
We're based in Whitianga, so we've just come around the road really, not very far at all.
Well, I actually have the car based here in Whitianga.
Hey, where are you guys based?
We're in Whangamata.
Oh, well, welcome here today.
Yeah, it's a great day for it.
Yeah.
Good turnout.
Yeah, we are from Taupo, but we stopped with our relations in Coromandel and come over this morning.
Oh, we're Whitianga. We moved a year ago. We retired down here a year ago from Pukekohe.
I've come from Whitianga and live just locally, and it's just been nice to bring the car out with a load of other like-minded enthusiasts, and thankfully without the rain, and just share a nice day just listening to music, eating burgers and looking at some fantastic cars that people have looked after and get the pleasure out of driving.
Hey, where do you guys come from?
Whitianga, up the hill, Centennial Drive.
We're from Kalamahoe, we're Pukekohe,